today's video, we're going to be putting two theories to the test, showcasing for you the best way to make money with the yacht this week so that you can finally be like, this is the best way to make money with it. In yesterday's video, I did the full playthrough of the Super Yacht Life missions where you made $1 million. That included the weekly challenge, so it was around just over $900,000, and it took us around 50 minutes, I believe it was. But at the end of the video, I said this. Now, there is ways that I've been told, because obviously, as you guys know, the longer you stay in certain missions, the more money you make. And I've been told that if you stay just like 10 minutes in one of these missions, you can make like $1 million an hour, but I feel like you can make almost $1 million an hour anyway, just doing all of them. But if it's easier just to do one at $1 million an hour, let me know what you guys think. I can work on this video and have it out for your faces tomorrow, showcasing to you guys if it's worth just doing one of them, sitting in there for a little bit and seeing if you can make even more money that way. I'm going to be putting it to the test here for you today so you can decide for yourselves whether you're going to do what I did yesterday, which will be linked in the description down below, or if you want to do one of two of these options. The first one, I actually saw this yesterday after someone left it in the comment on my video. I looked it up myself. And that is just replaying the final mission over and over again and doing it in 3 minutes. And if you do it in 3 minutes, you'll get 90,000. And the thought process behind this is you do it in 3 minutes, you get 90,000. That means you can do it over and over and over and over and over again and make millions. The problem with that is, and the reason I didn't end up wanting to test it, is because yes, you can do the mission in, let's say, 3 minutes, but then you've got like a couple minutes of like backing out, going back in. So in reality, you're looking at least like 6 to 8 minutes, I feel like, per one, which I feel like you would make more money just doing it the regular way anyway. So we're going to be putting that to the test anyway. I'm going to do it for an hour, doing that 3 little minute one and showcasing how to do it for yourselves. And then I'll let you know how much money we made. The second one is if you spend 15 minutes, that's the maximum amount of time to get the biggest amount of bonus, which is around 240, I believe, $1,000 for one mission. And the reason you get 240 is because the longer you stay in these missions, the more money you get. But the 240, which is 15 minutes, is the max. So obviously, in an hour, you can only do 4 of them. So we'll put that to the test too. That way, you can decide whether yesterday's video, again, linked in the description, or one of these two is the option for you. So let's jump into it. All right, guys, so here we are for the first one here. And this is what it is. We're going to be doing this mission, as you can see right here, over and over again. And we're going to be trying to do it in 3 minutes. See how much money we can make and see how much we can do in an hour. Excuse me, Lester, I'm bloody busy. Now, in order to be able to do this, there's a couple things you need. Some of them you should already know by now, but you're going to need to own a yacht. Now, yachts are currently on sale. I believe it's 50% off for the yacht. But if you own either the Orion or the Pisces, you can actually upgrade to the Aquarius for free. But if you don't own any, this is a fun fact, if you don't own any of them, you can get any of them for 50% off. So you may as well get the cheapest one at 50% off. And then I'm told you can upgrade to the Aquarius anyway for free. So that's what I would do this week. Test it out for yourselves. If you've done it, let us know in the comment section down below. But anyway, in order to replay this one over and over again, you first have to go through and complete all of them. So if it's your first time doing it, you have to just complete all of the missions. And once you've completed all of them, you can go into your phone or into like the jobs list, I should say, and you can choose whichever one you want to do and replay over and over again. But again, you got to at least complete them at least once. So now let's say you've completed all of them and we're all on the same page. You're going to go to jobs, play job, a Rockstar created job. We're going to go to missions, and you can see right here a Super Yacht Life. Now these aren't in order. Like this isn't the first, this isn't the second, this isn't the third. They're just kind of randomized here. And the one we're going to be doing is this one. It's D-Day. And you can see right next to me, it's 5 times pay, 5 times RP. And you can get tons of RP, by the way. If you're a new player, this is a great way to make RP this week. But anyway, this is the one we're doing, so let's confirm this job. And we're going to jump into it. I'm going to do the first one together with you. Now, I want to be clear. I've never done this strategy before of doing it in 3 minutes. It is definitely a strategy. I'm going to be doing it the first time with you to showcase how easy or difficult it is. So we're going to be doing it in normal mode, not hard mode, because in hard mode, you obviously don't have multiple lives. So if you die, it's over. And for this strategy, you do need to die once. So we'll do it in normal mode. We don't even need any of this stuff. I'll do it anyway, just because I'm so used to it by now. But anyway, let's go ahead, confirm it. And this is why I say it's not going to take 3 minutes, because you got to do all this stuff anyway. But I'll let you know exactly how long it takes. So anyway, I'm going to set a timer on my phone. Even though this is our first time doing it, this is going to count towards our hour of doing this. So I'm going to go ahead. All right, our timer has started. Well, I didn't do a timer. Well, I did. I did 1 hour. So we're going to see how much money we can make in 1 hour. All right, so I'm going to be walking you through as I'm doing this. The strategy seems easy, but I'm going to just talk you through it. I've never done it, but I've like I say, I've seen the video. and we're going to do it. So instead of getting your boat, which is what I usually do, and going over to the little barge, we're going to be taking our helicopter. I should have probably put a timer on my phone just so I can make sure I do it in 3 minutes, but I should know. I need to be at like 56 minutes. Yeah, okay. I'm just waffling now. I'm just trying to figure this out in my brain. But anyway, we're just going to take this helicopter straight on over to the barge here. Now, obviously, you're supposedly not be able to fly straight towards the yacht because it'll blow you up. But supposedly, there's a little tip and trick here that I'm going to be showcasing here. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm like hearing myself out loud. Let's just do it, man. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is land your helicopter on the back of this barge right here. So let's just go ahead, land this thing right here. And then you're going to get into the submarine, which is what you always do. But this time, we're going to get straight out of the submarine and back into our helicopter. So if I go ahead and get in this thing right here, supposedly it just sets it up. The game thinks you're in the submarine, but you're not in the submarine. But anyway, once you're in it, you can just go ahead and get straight back out of it. Because obviously, as soon as you get into the submarine, it triggers him to start talking. Oh, God, man. It triggers him to start talking, and it just sets it up so it thinks you're in the submarine, essentially. Anyway, now we're just going to get straight back into the helicopter. Now, it does still have air defenses, but it has 3 missiles it shoots at you. So you're supposed to jump out as soon as the second missile hits. So at this point, you're going to want to get a little bit of high ground. So we're just going to... I'm going to keep my eye over on my minimap right here, just to make sure that we get up here a little bit high enough. I don't know how high we need to be completely honest with you, but this is... I would say this is good enough for me. Oh, 1. There's 2. And then, I guess, jump out. I may have... I've definitely not done this the way you're supposed to do it. That's for sure. But hey, if it works, it works. I just don't want them to shoot me out of this thing, you know what I mean? So, maybe if I... Okay, I need to... Okay, this hasn't worked. I did die, but I didn't hit the boat. And you're supposed to hit the boat. So let's see where it spawns us. Okay, it still worked. It still spawned me right here. So even if you've done it wrong, it still works. And now it says leave the area. So it's worked. It's definitely worked. But I want to make sure that I've been in the game for 3 minutes. So I'm just going to wait here for a second. I think I've been in here for 3 minutes. So now we're just leaving the area. This is the point where you can just chill, right? If you need to wait the 3 minutes. I'm sure we've been doing this for 3 minutes at this point. So that strategy worked. And that wasn't flawless. Let's just put it that way. From what I saw in the video, you jump out of the helicopter and land and die on the boat. We landed and died in the water. So it's a good... I'm glad it went wrong. Because at least you guys know now that it doesn't need to be flawless. Right? So we're leaving the area. I feel like it's taking a while. Let's speed this up. Alright, so there we go. That definitely took us around 4 minutes. So arguably I could have done it faster. Maybe not though. Because I feel like we didn't... It wasn't... We did it. 100 grand. 100 grand. For 4 minutes. What I saw was like 60,000. We just got 100 grand for 4 minutes. Have we just unlocked something that's even better than the original video that I saw yesterday? We'll like it. We'll do it again. All right. But listen, I'm going to let you guys know how much we made in an hour. But give or take however long it takes me to do these missions. Okay, so anyway, at this point, you're just going to go back into your phone, jobs, play job, Rockstar created. I'm being fast because obviously I've got this, my timer on and I want to make sure we do it. But we got 100k for that. And that was about 4 minutes. So, okay. So let's go ahead, do it one more time. All right, so we're going to do this one again. And I'm just going to showcase what you were supposed to do. This will be the only second time that I do it. And then I'm just going to fast forward to the end. Because once I've showed you how to do it twice, you get the gist of it. You can do it yourself. And I'll let you know exactly how much money we made in an hour. Right now, we're at 53 minutes. So we definitely haven't been able... Or we got 53 minutes left. So, I don't mind. I think 4 minutes may be the bet. 100 grand? Yeah, much better than 60 grand. Anyway, let's fast forward this till we get to the boat here, the barge. Now, I'm thinking you could argue that extra minute that we're doing, that adds up over an hour. And obviously, maybe we could have done it 2 more times in an hour if we would have done it 3 times or in 3 minutes. And that means we would have got more money than we would have done doing it in 4 minutes. Does that make sense? Because if we could do it 2 more times, that would have given us 120 grand more than instead of doing it 1 minute longer, which would have given us 80 grand. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, I'm doing it as fast as I can. I'm not trying to do it slow. I hate bloody swimming. What am I doing? I think next time I just back the thing up onto here, to be completely honest with you. All right, in the helicopter we go. Let's try this part one more time. Let's try this part here one more time. I'm going to try and do it the way you're supposed to. I think maybe we need to get higher. I think we need to get higher up than I did last time, I think is what it came down to. Because we definitely, maybe were a little too low last time. Because you're supposed to be able to fly over towards the yacht a lot closer than I did. That's for sure. All right. I mean, we're coming in from this angle now. I feel like this should be good enough. This should be good enough. All right. We're going as fast as we can. Don't forget, jump out at 2, because the 3rd one will kill you. 1. All right. We're out of there. All right. We're doing it exactly as it was intended this time. Boom. So this, we've nailed it this time as to what was supposedly gonna happen. And the same things happened again. The exact same things happened again. But I need to wait now another minute. Yeah, and it says just leave the area. So I've got to wait here just a second. Because what am I at now? We're at about 2 minutes into this. 3 minutes gives you 60 grand though. And we got 100 grand. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's try and just leave, man. Let's try and leave. Let's fast forward here a little bit. I will say this. No matter what, this is still the fastest strategy to complete this mission, right? No matter what. So if you are somebody, at least this will help you do this mission super fast. Even if you're not going to be doing this over and over again. Even if you're just doing this once all the way through. This will at least make it so much easier. Because having to drive this thing around like this, avoiding the mines and all that, it just takes a lot longer. This is clearly the faster way to do it. But let's see how much money we make. We should make, I'm guessing, another 100 grand. Because I think that should have been like, I don't know. Let's see, man. 75k. Okay. And I am doing this as fast as possible. So my consensus here is it's going to be inconsistent, which is the reason I didn't want to do this in the first place, because there's no way you can do it in 3 minutes and then 3 minutes and then 3 minutes and then 3 minutes, because the logging in and out takes time. The finding new games, this right here takes time. And then it's never that consistent. But what if the strategy we did where we hit the water, what if that was what gave us 100 grand? Let's try it again. So for this one, we're going to try and do it in the 3 minutes. But we're going to try and land in the water to die again instead of landing on the yacht. Because that gave us 100k. So maybe the landing in the water is what did it. I genuinely don't know. But that's what we're testing here today for your faces. All right, in we go. This triggers the cutscene or when he starts talking to you. So you have to get in it. There we go. So now we're just going to get out of it. All right, out of it we go. And my bloody submarine. What am I jumping on, my guy? All right, now we're just going to go back onto the boat. What is happening? Jesus Christ. All right, back into our helicopter. This time, we're going to keep it a little lower, like I did the first time, and jump out into the water. All right, so we're a little lower, like we were last time. Was that 1? No, 1, 2, and now we've got to jump out. Last time I did this, right? And, okay, this is exactly the same as what happened the first time. This is the same. So let's see. And we're doing this fast this time. All right, we've done it. But it spawned us so much further away. Like, we're not even... Yeah, we're not... Like, this has been a drastic mistake. All right, so we didn't have to get on the boat this time. But this has definitely taken us Like, we were further away, but this has definitely taken us, like, 5 or 6 minutes. Because I messed up. It spawned the submarine so far away. But we still didn't have to get out. Like, he still died. So we'll see how much we get for this one. And then we're just going to go back to the original strategy of doing it. All right, there we go. So this should be a lot more money. Because it did take us a lot longer to do. Like, double the amount of time. 120. Okay, so 120 for this run. So now I'm going to go back to the original strategy. Just trying to do it as fast as possible. Not coming in low, not trying to get in the water. I don't know how we did that the first time, landed in the water for that 100k. But that was 4 minutes. So what if we do it and we hit it, but instead of waiting 3 minutes, we wait 4 minutes? Will that give us the 100 grand? Well, this is going to be the last test we do. And then I'm just going to fast forward to the end and tell you how much money I made in an hour. All right, last strategy. Let's get to the point where we're flying towards the yacht. All right, so for this one, like I said, we're going to do the same strategy where we get higher up. And then we'll go for it. But we'll try and do it in 4 minutes just to see if that's why we got the 100 grand. If it was because of the 4 minutes, not because of landing in the water. All right, we're very high up. Well, not very high, but I think we're high up enough. So 2 shots, jump out. All right, 1 shot. 2 shots out. And then we're just going to go towards the yacht. We've nailed it. Perfect. Okay. In the yacht. Done. Alright, we've still got like 2 minutes almost. A minute. So let's just go up here. But you see, this time, the boss is still there. So this, to me, is why this is flawed, doing this strategy. Listen, it's still the easiest way to do it. Fastest way to do it is this strategy, right? Because you skipped the whole bottom part. But this time, doing the exact same thing, the boss didn't die. So it isn't a foolproof thing. Like, at all. So the boss should die now when he starts taking off. Because he gets taken out by his own defenses. See, like, now it's not happening. This is weird. Even doing it the normal way, this never happens. All right, now his helicopter. How is that possible? I've never even seen the boss be able to leave. Have you guys even seen that before? Usually, usually he doesn't even, I've never seen the boss get into his helicopter. That has completely ruined this entire strategy. Listen, we've still done it in 4 minutes. So it should be fine. But I've never seen that. He always dies. And for some reason, this strategy has made it so he didn't even get taken out. That's wild. 100 grand. So the 100 grand is for the 4 minutes. We've established that now. It wasn't because I landed in the water. It's because I did it in 4 minutes. So 4 minutes, you're going to get 100 grand. Just keep that in mind. Okay. But also, that's the first time I've seen him actually escape in a helicopter. What the bloody hell triggered that? All right, let me fast forward here, guys. I'm going to continue doing this until we hit the hour mark, and I'll let you know exactly how much money we made. And just because we haven't done it in 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, I'm totally okay with that. Because realistically, for anyone watching this, you're not going to be able to do it super consistent every single time. So I feel like this is just a realistic guide for you to be able to be like, okay, that's exactly how much money I'm going to make around about there. So anyway, let's do this one more time. Well, no, I'm going to continue. I'll fast forward. So it'll take about 30 minutes for me and seconds for you. So let's go. Coming right for the chopper. What just happened there then? Guys, this is so inconsistent. We got 50k. We did it in like 2 minutes on this one. This is literally the one after I just said I was going to continue on. We did it in like 2 minutes, but I didn't even have to escape. Usually it says leave the area. We didn't even have to leave the area. As soon as we get... This is so inconsistent. It's not even funny. I'm still going to tell you how much money we can make an hour. I'm going to fast forward now. Unless some more funny things like this happen, I'll be right back. Another one where it ended immediately. We must have done this must give us like 50 grand because we did, yeah, 50. We completed this in like 2 minutes or less. All right, guys, so I just finished the final one. We just did an hour's worth. I'm going to get to how much money it makes. Actually, let's talk about it right now. All right, guys. So we did in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them in an hour, which came out to just over $1 million. So this is technically the one we did yesterday was like 920, I think, thousand it was. And that was like 45 to 55 minutes. So you could have technically done like 3 more after that and got to the million, doing it the regular way. But that's doing all the missions. If you want to just do this one, which is easy, but it's over and over and over and over and over again, it's pretty repetitive, you can make $1 million an hour, which is still, by the way, incredible money if you're a new player or anyone. $1 million an hour is great. Now, it's not that consistent, I will say. Sometimes, you know, you'll get killed by the rockets, even when you just do it after 2 and you jump out, you'll get hit by the 3rd. Sometimes, as you saw, the helicopter will spawn and you'll have to shoot it, which I don't even really see ever, but it does it when you do it this way. Sometimes it'll end immediately and you'll only get 50k. That happened multiple times. So the consensus for this is it depends, honestly, what your strategy. Would you prefer to just do all of them and get the like 960 or over $1 million with the Elite Challenge? Or would you rather just do this over and over again and get that, what, 1.1 million, let's say? So it's up to you. But there is a third option, which we're going to do right now. And there's multiple different ones you can do. Essentially, you just have to stay in the mission for 15 minutes. And I've heard some people say doing Overboard is a good one, where before you take out the last player, you just sit and wait for like 15 minutes, like in your helicopter. Or some people say to get in the Coquette D5, is it? Which is like bulletproof right now, and just chill out in that for 15 minutes. So this is the one we're going to be doing, and we'll decide how we do it here now. So I'm going to do it. Don't worry, I'm not going to have you guys sit through the 15 minutes. We'll fast forward through it, but I'll showcase to you just what we're doing anyway. So we'll do this on hard mode so we get more money. We'll get ammo and stuff, sure. Matchmaking closed. So this is the third option. Sitting in here for 15 minutes. And then you essentially, if it's 15 minutes, you can do it 4 times in an hour, right? So let's see how much money we can make. All right, a Super Yacht Life Overboard. Let's fast forward until we get closer to what we're doing here today. So what people have said about this one is that they take out all of the jet skis or the little joyriders, except for the last one. And they just hang out in their helicopter for a few minutes. One of you guys told me this in the comments. Hang out in their helicopter for a few minutes before taking out the last joyrider. So we'll see if that's what we're going to do. You know what I mean? We have some cops coming. That's fine. Is that joyrider coming this way? Sure is. Right into the bloody dragon's mouth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wait for him to walk around this corner. And we just got to wait 15 minutes, so... So collect the paperwork, which we can do. All right, now we've got to take out the remaining joyriders. Some cops out and about, but we'll ignore them. Take out that guy. Now, before we take out the last one, they say to just wait a little bit. Just chill out and wait. So that's what I'm going to do before we take him out. So I'll see you guys here in a second. Park my helicopter on the roof so the cops can't get to us. And I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys. So we've been chilling for about 10-ish minutes. And 15 minutes is when you get the most amount of money. And I'm remembering that this mission, you do actually also have to go and take out all the yachts. So I should give myself some time to do that as well. And we should be chilling. So here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go take this guy out. Just like, ooh, what is that? Just like that. And get in our helicopter. All right, so now we're just going to land up on this building, I believe. Actually, no, we'll go on this building, I think. I think this one's a bit better to get a better angle. All right, now just make sure you got a rail gun. But, I mean, you don't really need help on how to do this mission, I'm sure, at this point. Because I'm sure you've already figured out how to do this mission. But... this is more so about, you know, trying to just do something in 15 minutes and see if it's worth doing it, like, just 4 times. Instead of having to do all the other stuff. That one's a little out of range. We'll just get a bit of a better angle. There is a helicopter coming. We'll take him out here in a second. All right. Boom. And then boom. You're a little close to me too, my guy. I'd appreciate it if you buggered off. All right. Another boat right here. And then the last one should be able to hit it from here, right under there. There we go. We got them. And now this should be putting us right at 15 minutes, which means we should get the max payout. So if you want to just jump in and then go do some other stuff, go do some chores, just make sure it doesn't time you out being AFK. But that should be it. That should be it. We should get max payout right now. So let's go. Just got to lose the cops and that's it. Just chill out right here for a minute. All right, done. Now I'm realizing for this one, I don't need to do an hour's worth. All right, so what do we get? 240, which is max payout. Because there's no... We can literally just do this 4 times in an hour, right? We've come to that conclusion at this point. All right, so now let's see how much money we can make on all 3 options, and you can decide which one you want to do. All right, guys, so we are done, and now we have all of the options for your faces, and you can decide which one you want to do. So there's the first option, which is doing the Super Yacht Life missions from start to finish. If you haven't done this week, like I said yesterday's video, you'll make $1 million, just over $1 million. I think it was $1,000,012,000, but that's only doing it the first time because that's including the weekly challenge. So doing them in 40, 45 minutes or 55 minutes will net you $912,000. That's doing all of them, and you're going to have to consistently play, right? Or you can do what I just did. You can literally do the onboard mission or the overboard mission and just sit and chill for 15 minutes. Now, this is good if you don't want to sit and play, right? You can just start up the mission, go do some other things. Maybe you're doing laundry, maybe whatever it is you're doing. And that will net you $960,000 in an hour. So technically, doing it this way, just one mission, 15 minutes, doing it again, 15 minutes, that'll make you more money than doing all of them back to back. So I would say that is definitely a good way to do it. And then we have the third option, which is the one that we spent the most time on here today, the hours worth of work, which net us just over $1 million. So you're definitely going to get paid more money doing that D-Day mission or whatever it's called, where you fly the helicopter instead of using the submarine, you fly on over, jump out to the boat. You will do that and you'll make over $1 million. Now that though, obviously, it's continuous work as well. So you can either do the same mission over and over and over and over again for an hour to make just over $1 million. You can do all of them from start to finish and make just over 900,000. Or arguably, I would say the best one to do is just doing one, like I just showed you, wait 15 minutes and then do it again. And that'll make you $960,000 in an hour. So it's not as much money, but you don't need to do anything. You just sit around, you can do whatever it is you want to do. Scroll, doom scroll on your phone or whatever. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is all of the ways, the legitimate ways to make money with the Super Yacht this week. I've tested them, I've tried them. You guys can make the decision yourself now which one you want to do. Because I've had tons of comments on my latest video, the Super Yacht Life one. Again, I'll be linking in the description. Of just people telling me, oh, you got to do it this way. You got to do it this way. You got to do it this way. Well, now we put them all to the test so you guys can decide for yourselves. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your day. I hope this video helped. If it did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications so you know when I upload more videos like this. And I'll see you guys as always tomorrow with a brand new video. Goodbye.